1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, here goes nothing. So my weekend, for those of you that don't know, I have a series on my channel where I play Minecraft. It's only like 2 episodes long. Please go watch it, please. And so I was like, okay, I'm at the point where I need to start building a house. Problem is, I have commitment issues when it comes to building houses because I don't want to go get all these supplies and realize I hate my house. So I did what any logical person would do. Generate the exact same world with the exact same seed, but only this time in creative, and then find the place I want to build, landscape it perfectly, and then build that house in that creative world, where there are no repercussions for my actions. Woo! So I spent a few hours on Saturday doing this and getting this house built, and I get to a point and I really, really like it. I'm like, perfect. We just need to move this over to my survival world. I'm like, shoot, how do I move this over to my survival world? Because I have no idea how many things of how much wood, how much stone, all this. I don't know how many of it I need. See, normally what I could do was just start gathering things, and then if it wasn't right, I could just exit out of that world, go into the creative one, check my work, and then go back. But because I was going to be recording this series, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to have the camera constantly following me, switching back and forth between worlds. So I did what any sane person would do and drew a blueprint. So here's I don't know if it'll show up. You kinda can. I'll just put it in a picture. It's fine. But I drew a whole blueprint for this Minecraft house. As I started doing that, I was like, this is insane, but it's so extra. I do not need to do this, but whatever. So I start doing that, and then I start figuring out how many I need of each block. And I'm like, oh, but then I've got to figure out how many logs I'm going to need, how much stone, how much sand, and the list goes on and on and on. And so my poor little brain just went, what if we just wrote a program to figure this out for us? Now for reference, I am a computer science major in college right now. I'm just a freshman, so I don't know a ton, but like, that is currently my major. And so I was like, no, I am on spring break. I am not going to write a program when I'm on spring break. But my curiosity got the better of me and I did it. So I had 2 options because the 2 programming languages I know currently are Java and Python. The obvious choice would have been Java because Minecraft's written in it anyway. It would have been kind of meta. And it would have been good practice for me to get more used to programming in Java. But I didn't feel like doing that, so I did it in Python instead. So I opened Python and I start writing this program. It's a lot of input functions, there's a lot of variables, some weird stuff. The part that actually really stunned me was trying to figure out how many planks were in how many stairs. Because for 6 planks, you get 4 stairs. So trying to like reverse engineer it from, okay, here's how many stairs I have, here's how many planks I would need was rough. But I did it. So I finished it and it like technically works. But overall, the code was super messy, and it would only work for that house. That's all I need it for, is that house. So we can just leave it, and we can just not touch it, and it's fine, and we did what we needed it to. But then I was like, nah. Later that night, I decide, yeah, let's change this and spend more hours programming when I'm on spring break. I open up PyCharm again, I copy the entire file, and I just basically start over from scratch. Part of the reason I wanted to do this is because when I was programming it the first time, I quickly realized, oh shoot, I need to use classes. For those of you that don't know, classes are this thing in programming, and especially in object-oriented programming. This is going to be really hard to explain in not computer science-y terms. But classes are this thing in object-oriented programming where basically you would have some sort of object in its own class, and it has its own functions and it does its own things. They are literally an object. So say I had a class of pizzas. That's a really weird example, but okay. The pizza class could have like maybe the crust type, or like what cheese on it, what sauce. And then maybe there would be a calzone class, which was a subtype of the pizza class, and it's a whole thing. You don't need to know a ton, but that's kind of the gist of it. And so I was like, okay, I really suck at writing classes. Classes are something I've always struggled with in programming. They just don't make sense in my brain, but I think I'm getting a little more after last night. So I make a class called wood, because that's the main things I'm looking at right now are wood. I construct this wood class to be able to figure out how many logs are in how many planks are in stairs, how many planks you need to make doors, how many planks you need to make slabs, I think that's all of them. And then I set up a user interface in the main function that basically says, like, do you need wood, yes or no? If yes, how many planks and logs do you need? That you just know of straight off the bat. Okay, great, you need that many. Now, do you need any stairs, yes or no? If yes, tell us how many stairs. Do you need any doors, slabs, etc.? And it goes on until you've gone through every loop. And then once you've gone through everything, it prints out a nice little report, tells you, okay, here's how many you need of each thing. Here's how many logs you're going to need to gather in order to make this many planks to create your project. And that's as far as I have on the project so far, but one thing that's nice about that one versus the first one is the first one was detailed to that specific house, whereas this one I can use for basically any project that involves wood. I think it'll be really easy to add other classes for other blocks as the need arises. Now, what are some problems with this program? The first one being is that you need to know exactly how many blocks and stuff you have in the final project. So if you don't know how many oak planks you need or how many dark oak stairs you need, it's not going to be helpful because it's taking a number from you and then giving you, okay, you need this many raw ingredients that you need to gather. So that's the main problem. I don't really know a way to remedy that. I know there are mods that do this exact same thing, but So to finish up, I'll just kind of show you the difference between the programs. So I'm going to put a video up of how the first one runs and how the second one runs and why the second one is far superior, but even the second one still needs help. And yeah, that was how I spent my weekend. See you guys later.
Alright, so this program starts just by asking for the number of oak planks. So for this one, we'll say like, I don't know, 200. We're just going to throw out numbers here. Dark oak planks, we're going to do about 100 of those. Spruce planks, also 100. Dark oak stairs, let's say like 70. Dark oak slabs, 9. Stone bricks, we need about, say, 50 of those. Stone brick stairs, only need 2 of those. We'll say about 60 stained glass, 2 doors, 8 fences, and 3 fence gates. And then that will give me, okay, you need this many logs from each of those types of trees. You're going to need this many planks from those types of trees for your various stairs, fences, etc. And then you're also going to need this many pieces of stone, this many pieces of sand, and this many pieces of white dye. So it gives me everything for this house that I'm trying to build specifically. Okay, now for the second one. So this one we start running, and it enters this, like, hello, welcome to the Minecraft House Builder Calculator, let's get started, and it asks, will you be using wood? So for this project we're going to say yes, and then it'll give me the types of wood that I would want, and then let's say I want dark oak, so we'll do that, and then the number of planks I'll be using, we'll say again like 50, the number of logs, I will not be using any logs. Do I need stairs? Yes, I do need stairs. We'll also do like 50 there. Yes, I need 2 doors that are dark oak, and yes, I need slabs that are in dark oak, and I need about 9 of those. So then it goes through and it gives me this report. Okay, here's how many things you asked for all of those. You need to gather this many logs in order to make a total of this many planks. And I haven't looped it yet, and so I can't get it to keep repeating that for every stair. And so, like I said, there's still some things in this that need to be done, but I think it is a good starting place for a future bigger project.